Hi guys.
Today I will be guiding her through a gentle yoga flow to help release tension both physically and mentally. All you need is your mat and a quiet space in order to achieve this. I hope that this brings you some peace, and let's get into it. Alright, so the first move that is so important for warming up is called cat and cow pose. Let's get on all fours. Make sure that your hands are directly under your shoulders. Your legs are hip-width distance apart, and we are just inhaling and going up and dropping down. Exhale. Let's go back into our cow. Inhale, exhale. All right, so now let's get into a seated position. After you've done that enough times, cross your legs, and this move is going to support our lower back and shoulders and the side of our spine slash just waist in general area. Let's put our left hand down, right arm goes into the air, and we're reaching over to our left side. Make sure you keep your spine straight and try to reach as possible. Let's come back up, put our right arm down, and just go straight into the other side. Left arm comes up. We're doing this for 5 breaths total. Let's just do 2 more. All right, let's come back up. Roll out our shoulders a bit. Roll out the neck. Whatever feels good in this moment. Maybe do a couple of circles. Whatever feels good for you. And don't forget to breathe. Now that we're done with that move and our shoulders are warmed up, let's get into a seated staff pose. Sit down on your glutes, straighten out the legs. Spine is as straight as possible, and we're actually just going to walk our hands forward while looking at our toes, and then once we reach our limit, we're just going to look down at our knees. Let's inhale and exhale. Make sure to keep your neck straight during this move, and feel free to close your eyes. Release all that tension. Let's slowly come back up. We'll walk our hands back up and go straight into individually moving one of our feet in. So we're moving the left foot in. And for this move, we're just focusing on our left hips. We're going to take our left arm and just reach for our right toes while bending sideways. All right, let's slowly come back up. Should feel good. How does it feeling from amazing, right? All right, let's switch our legs. Left foot forward, right leg in. And we're doing the same thing on the other side, reaching with our right hand for our left foot. And remember, during yoga, it's not about how far you reach down. It's not about how flexible you are. It's truly about taking the moment to yourself to breathe and watching our thoughts. The actual meaning of yoga is calming the fluctuations of the mind. Our next move, we're just coming back actually into the same pose we were in, and we're doing a butterfly pose. So the bottoms of our feet touch. If you have a lot of tension in your hips, I recommend moving your legs out more. If you're flexible like me and Diana are, you can move it closer in. And the first thing we're going to do is just flap our wings. Just flap away. Fly away for the high vibrations. That's the best. What we're going to do next is walk our hands forward as much as we can. Neck stays straight, we're looking down, and we're just stretching out the hips even further. Walk your hands even further, just to push yourself a little, and this is a great shoulder and upper back neck stretch as well. Just drop your head in. How are you feeling, Diana?
Already amazing, babe. It's helping me. My back, it feels more, I release.
Good.
Near the back.
What we're going to do essentially is put our right arm down, grab our right ear with our left hand, just like this, and just slowly move your left ear down to your shoulder. All right, let's come back up, release our arm, and do the same thing on the other side. Right arm comes up, grabs the left ear, left hand down to the ground, and we're just slowly bringing our right ear to our right shoulder. Inhale. Now this stretch is particularly one of my favorites. We're going to stay in the same position, and we're going to take our fingers and lock them behind our back, just like this. So you're essentially doing this behind your back. Now, point your chest forward, look up, and now come down. Humble. This is called a humble warrior in seated position. Your arms should be coming up as much as possible. Just drop them down. And head could go down towards the floor if that's in your practice, but if it's not, just go as low as you can and inhale. Maybe push your chest forward, just. All right, so for one of our final moves, we are going to do the first downward facing dog of the day, and we are just going to enjoy it for 5 breaths. So let's come on all fours, Diana. And when we are doing this move, what we really want is to tuck in our toes, lower back comes up like someone's pulling you by the string, your head drops, and your feet should be hip-width distance apart, and the goal is to touch the bottom of your foot onto the ground. And we're just here for 3 more breaths, but 5 total. All right. Let's come back down on all fours, take a little break. So for our last and final move, I really want us to get into that same pose, but we're going to make it a little more challenging. It's going to be more like a sequence. I'll demonstrate first, and then you can follow after me. We're coming up into an upward facing dog, and we have our right leg coming up, and we're just doing some circles. So you can come up, Diana, and do your circles in this pose. This is great on the hip.
The circles towards outside, right?
Yeah.
Outward.
Yeah, outwards. Let's do that. Let's do it the other way as well. So reverse the circles.
That is great.
Oh, that really
For your
is
hips.
great for the hips. Exactly. All right, bring your leg back up. And then what we're going to do is bring it into our chest and go into a right side pigeon pose. There we go. So in this pose, there's a couple of variations. You can just stay here if this is more of enough stretch for you. You can come down on your arms as well and just drop your head. And we're just going to repeat that same exact sequence we just did on the other side. So how are we going to do this? We're going to 3-legged downward dog. You're coming up like this, and then you're putting your leg down, back into downward facing dog. Now let our left leg come up, and we're just doing the same thing on the other side. Circles for the hip. All right, point toe again, and we are coming into pigeon on the left side. All right, and let's go down. While you're in this pose, I want you to think about all the things you would like to leave behind on your mat, all the anxiety, stresses of the day, leave it all behind so you can reset your day and release that tension. Inhale and exhale. It's a 3-legged dog on the left side. Put your leg back down, and then we'll just slowly come back on all fours and sit back. Ooh. How did that feel for you?
Very good.
Very nice, very zen.
Very namaste.
Very namaste. All right, so that is it for this practice. Thank you so much for being here with me and enjoying this moment. I hope you guys released some tension, some stress, and left it all on your mat, just like me and Diana just did. And namaste.